Welcome back users. In today's video we will do a detailed review of SpiralLinux, which is based on Debian 11 Bullseye. So let us log in. We have installed the GNOME spin of SpiralLinux. Just a moment. Let us log out again because I wanted to check out whether it is based on X11 or Wayland. So let us log out. Okay. Yes. So by default, it is the GNOME desktop, and I think it is on Wayland, and X11 is available as a option. So by default, it is on Wayland. So this is the first boot after the installation of GNOME spin of SpiralLinux. Let us check out the language support. Let us set the system language first. You have to input the sudo password. There was no option to set the root password and user password separately. The system made the user part of the administrator team. So it gave him the admin rights, and you have to just use the sudo password wherever the root privileges are to be required. Now let us find out EN English. Yes, so English India is selected as we had done during the setup time. So there is no need of doing anything further. It will just reconfigure the locales again. You can install the language packs as per the local selected. Okay. Okay, so it has opened up the Synaptic Package Manager, which is a graphical package manager, default in Debian, GNOME, and XFCE editions. It is even available in KDE also. You can install it on KDE desktop. So I will minimize it right now. First, what we will do, okay, we will check out the GNOME Software Center. Let us go shopping. Okay, so it is now downloading the package metadata, and Flatpak is enabled by default. In Debian, you have to enable the Flatpak by installing the GNOME Flatpak plugin. But here the Flatpak plugin is already installed by default, and immediately on the first opening of the GNOME store, the Flatpak metadata is downloaded from for the FlatHub repository. Okay, meanwhile, okay, now the software catalog has been downloaded. What is this GNOME software root? So you have to input the sudo password. Let us check out what GNOME software root is there. Okay. I think there are two softwares centers, one with the root enabled and one without the root. Okay, this is quite new to me. Okay, what we will shut it down. We will use the non-root GNOME software store. Okay, so this is the standard GNOME software store. So yes, so you can see officially supported, that is the main repository is there, main non-free contrib repository is there, and the non-free repository is there, and it is downloading from the main server, but we can change the server to India. So for that you require the sudo password. Okay, that is done. In the other software, the Debian Bullseye Backport repo is enabled by default, including the main contrib and the non-free packages. Now second repo is Bullseye Fast Track for the VirtualBox. So this is a VirtualBox repo from the Debian .NET website. Bullseye Fast Track Staging. It is the Bullseye Backport staging main contrib non-free from the fasttrack.debian.net. So this is, I think, not the debian.org website, it is debian.net. So it might not be official repository, but some staging repository is there. And Debian Stable for upgrades is there. Stable main contrib non-free, yes. This is the main Debian Stable, that is the official Debian repository here. So we can install it and enable it. And one click Debian testing and one click Debian seed, that is the unstable repository, is also available. You can click it here and enable it, but we will not do it right now. Now let us check out the updates. So security updates have been enabled along with the recommended updates. Automatically check for updates never, so we will do it every week. When there are security updates, display immediately. There are some JPG keys that are installed. And in developer options, the proposed updates, that is the Bullseye proposed updates, are not enabled by default. You can enable it if you want. And the source code is also disabled by default, it is not enabled. And now we have to reload the software repository. It is refreshing the software cache. Okay. It is taking a bit while. So meanwhile we can check out the GNOME software store. So in the first horizontal row there are editor speaks, and in the second row there is recent releases. There are categories like audio, video, communication, productivity, add-ons, utilities, education, science, developer tool, games. So it is typical GNOME store. So let us check out the add-ons, fonts, hardware drivers, and input sources. Yes. So the AAC plugins are not installed by default. Only ALSA plugin, GStreamer, FFmpeg plugin for the GStreamer is there. The bad GStreamer plugins are there, and the base plugin set is there. So you can enable other plugins which are not enabled by default just by selecting them. In the fonts, many fonts are available for installation. You can also import font files to install the new fonts. In input sources, there are input methods for the different alphabets like Japanese, Chinese, and the quick input method. So we will not go in details. We'll just come back. Let us check out the audio video section. So Bitwig Studio is there, MuseScore, Audacious is there, Sound Converter is there, Code Libet is there, LMMS is there, HDA Jack Restart is there. Let us check out. Yes, Pulse audio volume control is there. Brasero is there. Amberol player is there. OBS Studio is there. Let us check out the OBS version. Okay, it is quite latest, 27.2.4. Yes, it is from the FlatHub. So Flatpaks are enabled by default. It is true. Then Clementine Music Player is there. It is also from FlatHub. Ardor 6 is there. It is a recorder, mixer, and mastering of audio files. Hidden Live is also there. I think it is also for Flatpak version. So it must be quite latest. The Kodi Entertainment Center is also there. It is also the Flatpak version. OpenShot video editor is there. So in all, the latest players are available in their Flatpak versions. Let us check out the productivity. It is taking some time. Okay, the cache is being still updated. Okay. eVice is there, so I think there are two different versions of eVice. Okay, one is the from the Debian Stable, and I think other might be from the Flatpak. No, it is also Debian Stable. I don't know why two are installed. Okay, library LibreOffice Calc is there. It is also from the Debian Stable main repo. This is also Debian. I don't know why the two versions of the same software are being shown. Maybe because in the background the software this repository is being updated. You can see here two versions are being seen. Okay. So the Office suite is LibreOffice suite is there. Okay. Go back. Check out the developer tools. So these are the developer tools that are available. Different integrated development environments are there. Coders are there. Then editors are there. Okay, MATLAB is also available. It is from the Debian Stable contrib repo. So we will not go into much details, but yes, the different variety of software are available as Flatpaks or from the Debian Stable repos. Let us check out the utilities. Okay. The usual, all the softwares usually found in the different software stores are available here. I will just scroll through it. You can also read. So there is no need for me to repeat the same things again and again. So all the required software is there used by most of the users. So we stop our tour of GNOME store here. Now let us go ahead and check out what other softwares and features are available. So we check out the activity journal. Okay, this is a good way to keep a track of your work. So you can open this activity journal and jot down the score of your activity for the whole day, and you can keep a tab on your activities on the desktop. Okay, this is a good addition. Next is the GNOME calendar. So I did not go into detail, everybody knows about GNOME calendar. Yes, the Clementine layer is given by default. Dconf editor is there, GNOME documents is there, GNOME drawing is there. Let us check out the GNOME extensions. Okay, it is written in Qt Clementine. Okay, I will close this down. These extensions will be interesting to know. Okay, so by default the applications menu is not enabled. We can enable it. So this is the applications menu. Then the arc menu. If you have a habit of using the arc menu, you can enable it here from the extensions app. Auto move windows also can be enabled. Bluetooth quick connect can also be enabled. If you enable the caffeine, so caffeine will auto suspend and screensaver will be enabled. show caffeine in top panel, enable when a full screen application is running. So whenever the full screen application is running, the screensaver and other distractions will not come up. Restore state across the reboots, enable notifications. So you can even disable the notifications when full screen application is running. Pause and resume nightlight if enabled, and pause and resume nightlight for the defined applications only. Okay. So that is the caffeine app. Dash to dock is enabled by default. So you can disable it and then enable the dash to panel. So the dash will go down and work as a panel here, and you can further tune the configuration of dash to panel from here: style, behavior, action, fine tune, everything. I will not go in detail. Again, I will just close it down and go back to the default setting, that is dash to dock. In dash to dock also you can change the position, size, configure the launchers, behavior, appearance. So without going into detail, I will go ahead. Now the desktop icons have been enabled. We can disable it if you want. Disconnect Wi-Fi. If you enable, what happens? Let us see. Okay, so always show reconnect option. Okay, so you can enable and disable Wi-Fi from here. So we will close the feature. Easy screencasting. I think I don't know what Freon is. Oh, it is polling the sensor, system sensors every second, 5 seconds. It will show you the temperature of the system on the panel, and there will be icon on the panel. It will also show the power supply voltage and the group voltage item. So we can maybe start it. So it will continuously monitor the HDD or the SDD of the system. Okay, so let us try it out. Okay, so please run sensors detect as root. Okay, so we are not root, therefore it is not working. So anyhow, we'll have to do some more configuration settings. We can do it in some later video. I will close this down. Okay. Okay, we will close this down. So there is a game mode is also there. GPest you can enable, it is already enabled by default. Hard disk LED you can enable. So hard disk LED, I think this is the LED hard disk. Okay, so we can disable it. This is the LED, now it has popped up. So we can close this down. Hide activities button, hide top bar, so you can hide the top bar here. Horizontal workspaces you can have or you don't. If you don't, you can toggle it off. So right now the horizontal workspaces is not available. Okay, let us check out. Close this. Horizontal workspaces. Okay, it is not available. Okay. So what is impatience? I think it is some speed scaling is there, so we will keep it 1 as normal. Launch new instance, move clock. The clock will go to the right hand corner. Multi monitors add-on, native window placement, no annoyance. What is this? Remove the Windows is ready notifications. Okay. Yes, now you can toggle the open weather on and off. So it is showing me wrong place. it is showing me Tuvalu Islands weather, so that is wrong. We'll have to configure it. Okay, it is default, that's why it is showing. You can configure it, so that is not an issue. Panel OSD is there, so let us check out what happens to the panel OSD. Okay. So you can change the horizontal position from left to right, so it can change the display. Okay, the pixel saver is there. So what happens when we do the pixel saver? It will fuse the pixels by fusing activity bar and title bar, so that is not required, I think. Okay, yes, the places status indicator, yes, that is important. Removable drive, yes. Screenshot window sizer, yes. Shortcuts, let us check out. Okay, show the tray icon, yes, so we can enable this, so the shortcuts are there. Yes, it will show you the different shortcuts. This is good addition. Sound input and output chooser. Okay, so what happens when we, okay, this is important, so you can configure the line in and line out from here. Yes, system monitor, what happened? Yes, okay, it is showing you the CPU and memory usage and all those things, so that is not required. I will close this down. And if you want to see the trash can, yes, whereas the trash can was already there, so I close this down. Ubuntu app indicators are on by default. User themes are also on by default, so the default theme is there. You can change over. The two other themes are GNOME Classic and GNOME Classic High Contrast. Okay, volume mixer is available. Window list is there. Okay, so window list is there. Okay, window navigator, yes, that will be important. Where is the workspace? Yes, this is important, this is good. So workspace indicator is required. So they have packed up lot of extensions installed by default, so that is a very good idea, because anyway if you use the traditional or the default Debian installer, so in that Debian installer not many extensions are available as default, so a lot of time is consumed to search and install the different extensions. But if you use the SpiralLinux, that time will be saved for the user. Okay, we now go ahead. So the Nautilus file manager is there. Firefox is available as a default browser. GDB package manager is there to install the .deb packages. GNOME software store is there. Gparted is there. Let us check out the Gparted. Made a mistake with the password. Okay, so the installation is only using 5.52 GB out of the 20 GB, 21 GB available in the hard disk. So this is a middleweight Linux distro. So I will close this down. Yes, so this is a good app to do the customization of the GRUB loader. So this is the advanced menu. Advanced menu showing the items. So the Debian Linux with Linux 5.16 BPO, that is the Backports kernel is there, and the same kernel is available in recovery mode, and the standard Debian Bullseye kernel, LTS kernel, that is 5.10 version is available along with its recovery mode. So you can add and remove the items here. So basically you are doing the GRUB customizations from this app. You can do the general settings like default entry, visibility, kernel parameters, and here in the third tab it is of appearance settings. So you can change the font, the background of the font, you can highlight the font, you can highlight the background, and all those things you can do it from here. And after you do the changes you have to save, so it will be saved to the GRUB configuration file, and in the next boot the GRUB will be displayed as per the settings done here. So this is a good addition. I like this app very much. Gthumb, what is the, it is I think thumbnailer app. Okay, or maybe it is a photo app also. Yes, it is a photo app, I think, not just thumbnail, it is also a photo app. Okay, the HP lib printer and fax manager is there. HP lib toolbox is installed by default. Htop is there. Let us check out the htop. So the system is using around 1 GB of hard disk. No, it is 1.78 GB of hard disk out of the 3.82, and the swap is around 1 MB out of the 5.96 GB. Okay, now let us go ahead. So system is not frugal, it is just like standard Debian GNOME installation. Similar memory usage is there. So LibreOffice suite is available. Now let us check out the menu editor. Okay, so you can use the menu editor to select and deselect the apps which will be shown in the menu. So this is also good. I have seen this menu editor in Imabuntu's Linux distro. So this is also a good addition. So people who like to install lot of softwares can use this to declutter their menu, application menus, or you can hide some private apps from prying eyes using this app. Okay, so this is also good addition, the multi-writer. So you can write multiple USBs using this app. What is this? Yes, so you can do custom scripts, and you can install the scripts in the Nautilus script, and it will take effect after the next reboot. This is also a very good addition to the standard Debian installation. This is the package updater. This is the packages. Yes, so here in the packages app you can select and install packages out of the assortment. So the different categories and assortment of packages being done. So there is accessories, admin tools, communication, GNOME desktop, KDE desktop, other desktop, fonts, games, etc. All the different categories are there. You can open the relevant category and install the software of your choice if it is there. Okay. Okay, the power statistics is there, so will not go waste time there. Pidgin is there, chat messenger is there, pulse audio is there. Okay, let us check out the snapper GUI. Okay, now yes, now it is configured properly. And the last 4-5 times when I did the installation failed. So the snapper GUI was also not working because the whole system did not work. So I was very anxious to check out the snapper GUI. So let us try to do a snapshot. Yes. So the first snapshot has been created for the root. That is very good. So it is very easy to use this app to create snapshots of your system. Now let us go ahead. What is this? Okay, so it is already, it is just single app with two user privileges. One is the user and other I think is the root privilege. That's why two apps are shown side by side. Okay, sound recorder is there. Let me check out. Yes, user settings. So it is for the user administration. Transmission bit torrent downloader is there. Time and date settings is there. Thunderbird email client is there. Gedit is there. Synaptic package manager is there. Okay, this is the software and updates. So it is still working on the software cache. Now let us check out the settings part. So let us start. So network is Wi-Fi is connected. VPN and network proxy are not used right now. Bluetooth is also disabled by default. That is very good. Otherwise, in most of the distros I see, the Bluetooth is enabled by default and it consumes power because Bluetooth is not that much used as compared to the Wi-Fi. Now let us check out the backgrounds. Yes, so these are the typical Debian 11 backgrounds are there. So no extra backgrounds on part of SpiralLinux except this one. It is green in color, frosted green color. So this gives us the memory of Gecko Linux. So it is green. So I think the creator likes the green color very much. Notifications is there. Settings. Search is there. Search settings, application settings. So this is a typical GNOME settings. So I will just go to the bottom and check about. So this is a Debian GNU Linux 11 based. It is a 64-bit system. GNOME version is 3.38.5. Windowing system is X11. Virtualization is KVM and software updates. Let us check the software updates. Software is ready. Okay, so there are no software to be updated right now. So this is it. So I will close the GNOME setting app. Now let us check out, and if anything else is, let us check out the utilities. In utilities, system monitor is there. So let us check out the system monitor. Okay, so memory usage is quite high, 2.1 GB while idling. It is almost idling. We are only, I think, using the software and updates, and this system monitor is running. So it is using 21.1 GB of RAM and 1.2 MB of swap, and CPU usage is around averaging around, I think, 3 to 4% for each core. So it is not frugal on system resource usage, but it is just following the Debian. So it is almost equivalent to Debian in resource consumption. So the GDisk is there, advanced network configuration, the eWise document manager is there, terminal screenshot utility is there, archive manager is there. I think archive manager is ngram power. So no, it is the GNOME archive manager. It is not ngrampa. Okay. What other things are there? Let us check out that. Okay. The network connection utility is there, so you can add and remove the network connection from here. Okay, the GNOME tweaks is there, the document scanner, logs and characters is there. Let us check out the GNOME tweaks. Okay, so in the themes, the Numix theme is installed. Along with the Advaita cursor, icons is Fanza. So they have got a host of Fanza icons like Fanza Ambience, Fanza Dark, Fanza Darker, Darkest and Radiance, Gnome and High Color. Shell, there is no shell installed, and sound is default. And image is also only one image. Okay. And the rest are all, I think all it is Debian only. Debian wallpapers. Extensions, yes, the extensions are repeated here again. So host of extensions are available. So Ubuntu regular is the font for this distro. Top bar. Okay. Seconds we can add. Okay. Okay. So friends, we stop our detailed review of the SpiralLinux GNOME spin. I think the creator of this Linux distro has nailed the user requirements on the spot. It is quite clean distro. It is not bloated. It is a middleweight distro, and only the required apps are installed by default. Plus the non-free software and the media codecs are being installed along with the firmware. So whatever the daunting tasks were there for the new users who were trying to install Debian and were failing in the installation, those users have been taken care of in this distro. So I will try to use this distro for a long term, say 1 month or 2 months as a VM, and I will check the performance of this system and will update you in a later video. But this distro looks promising. It might be the next Gecko like Linux derivative distro for Debian. So just like Gecko is for OpenSUSE, this SpiralLinux will be for the Debian Linux distro. So thank you very much. I end the video here. Thank you for being part of this video. Do subscribe, like and share our videos. Do not forget to press the bell button, otherwise you will miss the new videos. Bye bye.